The Series 5900 is a powerful instrument that offers a reliable solution for parts per billion level analyses. This instrument comes with 4 different sensitivity levels, with range 1 being the least sensitive and range 4 being the most sensitive. The sensitivity of the DID signal range can be changed by a factor of 10 by pressing the plus or minus button in the range select box. Please zero instrument will appear in the status bar at the bottom of the screen when a new range is selected. Proceed to zero the instrument by pressing the 0 button. We recommend that you start with the least sensitive range 1 first and work your way up to the most sensitive range 4. Sometimes it may take longer to reach higher ranges due to impurities in the helium carrier gas line. In time, purified helium purges the carrier line and the DID will be stable for higher range operation. A minus sign in the range select box indicates signal overrange, which occurs when the baseline is elevated due to impurities in the carrier gas. Lower the range to an acceptable baseline signal by pressing the minus button. The Series 5900 comes with 2 different options for signal amplification or gain adjustments. Initially, the instrument is preset at the lower gain. To change to the 10 times higher gain, press Menu and enter code number 5 for gain select. Press 10x high and press Enter to accept the setting. Please zero instrument will appear in the status bar when a new gain is selected. Press 0 button to zero the instrument. The DID signal is now amplified to 10 times more at the selected range. This option is useful to analyze lower parts per billion impurity levels. Refer to the flow diagram for your Series 5900 model to understand the sample flow paths. Valve positions are designated as either clockwise or counterclockwise. A blue-colored button indicates that the valve is in the counterclockwise (CCW) position. Pressing the valve button will switch the position from counterclockwise to clockwise (CW). In clockwise position, the valve button changes to green. Valves can also be controlled remotely using chromatography software with contact closure controls. Simply check the Remote box for any valve you wish to control remotely. When the Remote box is checked, each respective valve button is grayed out. This means that manual operation for selected valves using the screen is now disabled. To disable the manual operation for all the valves, press Menu and enter code number 6 for remote lockout. Press Enter to accept the setting. All the valve buttons are now grayed out. The entire screen is locked except Menu. This option is useful to avoid unintended adjustments during an analysis. Enter the same key sequence to unlock this option.
Customized settings and operating parameters can be stored in the Series 5900 for future operations. To load a set of defined parameters, press Menu and enter code number 8. The load screen has 3 options: Default, Saved, or Cancel. Default is used to recall and restore all instrument parameters to their default factory settings. Refer to the instrument manual for these exact settings. The Saved option recalls a set of saved parameters as configured by the user. To save a set of user-defined parameters, press menu code number 9. then press Enter to accept. This feature saves the current instrument settings, including all detector voltages, column oven and detector temperatures, signal measurement range and gain settings, and all valve positions.
To update to the latest version of the firmware, insert a flash drive with the latest firmware version into the 5900 USB port on the rear panel. Press Menu and enter code number 7. Press Enter to accept. After the update is completed, the Series 5900 will automatically self-restart. Verify the updated version on the startup screen. Remember to always verify the application parameters before operating. After verifying operating parameters and allowing sufficient time for the Series 5900 to stabilize, it is recommended to start the range at 1 and gain at 1 times 1x low to begin calibration and adjustment of the DID. As air contaminants in carrier gas and DID are purged over time, sensitivity increases, and range and gain can be set for the analysis. It is necessary to purge the sample loop for a sufficient time to remove all traces of room air and old sample. This may take 30 to 40 minutes at a flow rate of 50 to 100 milliliters per minute, especially if you have changed sample sources. The operation of the instrument cannot be evaluated without the injection of a known sample or calibration standard. Initial injection should be made with a relatively simple assay that will elute in a short period of time. The sample should be as pure as possible to give 2 or 3 sharp peaks. To make an injection, first check that all flow rates are set properly as described earlier, and set the valves to the desired purge positions as detailed in the flow diagram. When making an injection, turn gas sample valve to inject position. Your Series 5900 is now ready for operation.